There's a lot of basketball in today's top 5 cards, but there's also some football and a surprise set that you probably won't see coming. My name is Geoff Wilson. By day, I invest in tech companies, and at night, I invest in sports cards. Join me and my team as we help you profit from the hobby we all love. Hello, sports card investors, and welcome to another Top 5 Tuesday. What a time to be a sports fan right now. The playoffs in the NBA and the NHL have been great. We've got baseball in full swing, and the NFL draft is upon us. So much happening in the sports world and so much happening in the sports card world. And I got to tell you, I'm a little surprised that nobody has gotten a gem mint grade back yet on one of my cards and has sold it back to me to claim the bounty. There are hundreds or thousands of dollars on the line. So if you have one of these from 2023 Topps Big League Baseball, hopefully you're sending it off for grading and are going to get a gem mint grade. Also, if you have one of these and if you don't get it graded, if you're coming to the National, I'm announcing a new bounty. If you come up to me at the National with one of my cards, I'll sign it for you and we'll pack battle on the spot. I'm going to be walking around the National with some packs, and if you come up to me with one of my cards and ask me to sign it, we're going to pack battle right then and there. Today's Top 5 is, of course, sponsored by Whatnot. Whatnot has awesome live auctions every day and night, starting at just $1 for packs, boxes, breaks, singles, and more. It's a lot of fun, and if you scan the QR code on your screen or use the special link in the show description below, you'll get $10 in free credit when you sign up for Whatnot. Okay, let's take a quick peek at the overall sports card market with Market Pulse by Market Movers before looking at some of the individual cards. So we're down slightly over the last week. We're down slightly on the year. The main reason for that recently has been 2018 through 2020 basketball cards. The fact that Luka and Dallas flamed out at the end of the season, didn't even make the playoffs. The fact that Zion never returned. The Hawks are down. All of those things are certainly hurting that 2018 through 2020. LaMelo Ball not there for the playoffs either. So basketball cards from those years are down almost 23% over the last 30 days, and they are dragging the entire sports card market down. Not great to see. But now let's talk about some of the individual cards going up and down. It's time for today's Top 5. We're starting with a cold card today, and it's Paolo Banchero of the Orlando Magic. Now, this may surprise you because Banchero was a favorite to win the Rookie of the Year award. He had a great season, averaging 20 points per game and doing good at rebounds and assists as well. But the Magic were terrible. And while Banchero's cards were hot for parts of the season, the Magic didn't make the playoffs. And now that their season's over and the playoffs are upon us, as we go into the offseason, Banchero's cards are dropping, as we often see happen when players' seasons come to an end. And if we look here in Market Movers, I brought up 2 of his 2022 rookie cards on the screen. There's not many of his rookie cards that are out yet, and there's certainly not many of them graded. But this is his Hoops base card in PSA 10, and this is his Hoops tribute card in PSA 10. These are fairly popular ones on the market. If you're looking over the last 30 days, you can see both of these falling. They're both down somewhere between about 17% and about 32%. That Hoops base card most recently sold for $46 in PSA 10 condition. It had been selling for as much as $90 in PSA 10 condition just a few weeks ago at the beginning of April. Now, hopefully, as we get into next basketball season, Banchero's cards will heat up again. But now we're talking about cards going up, and we're starting with Jalen Hurts. The Philadelphia Eagles star quarterback is in the number 5 spot on today's list, and deservedly so. He recently signed a massive 5-year, $255 million extension to stay in Philadelphia after his Super Bowl appearance. And he really had a breakout season this last year, passing for over 3,700 yards, 22 touchdowns, and just 6 interceptions. But actually had a lot more touchdowns on the ground. 13 rushing touchdowns, 760 rushing yards. And despite the 1 fumble, he played really well in Philadelphia's Super Bowl loss to Kansas City. So there's a lot of football card investors that are excited about his cards, and you got the draft coming up. People are starting to think about football again. And with that contract news, his cards are going up. Let's look here in Market Movers. I've got 5 of his popular rookie cards up on the screen from 2020. His Prism Base in PSA 10, his Donruss Base in PSA 10, his Select Concourse in PSA 10, his Optic Pink in PSA 10, and his Mosaic Silver in PSA 10. And if you look at the graph, you can see these are all nicely going up here. A lot of good upwards movement on all of these cards. In fact, they're up anywhere between 3% and all the way up at 57%, 58% actually, over the course of the last 30 days. It is that Donruss base card that went from around $59 to about $94 over the last 30 days. His Mosaic Silver in PSA 10 went from about $76 all the way up to $120 in the last 30 days. It's good to see football remaining hot, even though we're in the off season. In the number 4 spot, it is a star of a surprise playoff team. Jalen Brunson is getting it done at the point guard position for the New York Knicks. Now, you guys know Brunson left Dallas, left Luka last offseason, came to the Knicks. I bet Dallas would like him back now. Brunson has the Knicks leading the Cavs 3-1 in that first round series, and this is coming off of what has been a very, very nice season for Brunson, averaging a career high in points per game at 24 points per game, shot 42% from the three-point line, also had over 6 assists per game as well. All of his cards, they've been trending up. Let's take a look here in Market Movers. These things are really, really going up. Look at that graph, guys. We are looking at his 2018 rookie cards, his Prism Silver, his Prism Choice Blue, Yellow, Green, and his Pink Ice Prism, all in PSA 10 condition. And these are all really, really sailing up that chart. You can see over the last 30 days, that Prism Silver is up 72%. The Blue, Yellow, Green Choice is up 52%, and the Pink Ice is up 52% as well. That Prism Silver currently at $160, and if you go back 30 days ago, that was a $93 card. That has been some nice profit for anybody who bought and sold Jalen Brunson cards. A surprise at the number 3 spot. It is Prism Monopoly blaster boxes. Yes, these boxes have been flying off the shelves, so much so that Target has actually now had to limit purchases of these boxes back to like what they used to do with sports cards in 2020 and 2021. Some Target stores are limiting people to only being able to buy 1 Prism Monopoly blaster box per visit. And that's because people are hoarding these boxes. Probably some people are just trying to buy a bunch to flip, but I think other people are really enjoying the game. This is kind of an interesting collaboration between Panini Prism and Monopoly, and they've created this joint board game, and you can buy the blaster boxes to get additional cards, which then help you in the board game. Of course, a lot of people are enjoying collecting the cards as well and going for the numbered parallels and all those types of things, all the special parallels which they have in Prism Monopoly. But let's take a look at what's been happening here on the secondary market. So these boxes were originally retailing for $29.99. On the secondary market on eBay, these boxes are now selling for an average of $59. They debuted on eBay around $44. So even from the very beginning on eBay, they were selling for significantly more than what they were selling for at retail stores. But their prices have gone up on eBay, and now literally at $59, they're selling for more than double what they're selling for, or actually right around double what they're selling for in retail stores. It's been absolutely incredible. Is this just a lot of hype? Are these things going to crash back down again? Possibly. Is this a good thing for the sports card hobby? Probably not. That people are trying to hoard these boxes and flip them and resell them. I don't love it, but it is what's happening, and it's happening enough right now to put Prism Monopoly blaster boxes on today's top 5 list. Back to playoff basketball for the number 2 spot today, and it's Rui Hachimura, the Los Angeles Lakers forward. Now, he was on the top 5 list when he got traded to LA earlier in the season. He got a bump in his card prices. But now he's on the top 5 list again because he has been exceptional this postseason. He's averaging 22 points per game in the Lakers series against the Grizzlies, shooting 75% from the three-point line. Are you being real there? I mean, that's crazy. He's doing really, really well, making a difference for the Lakers this postseason, and as a result, his cards have been hot on the market, as you might expect. Look at these things just take off here in market movers to the right on the graph here during the playoff series. This has been absolutely wild to watch. Looking here at 4 of his 2019 rookie cards, his 2019 Prism Silver, Prism Green, Optic Hollow, and Mosaic Green, all in PSA 10 condition. Looking at the details here, guys, these cards are up anywhere between 124% and 214% over the last 30 days. Crazy. His Prism Silver has gone from about $20 to $55 over the last 30 days. All of these cards have been jumping in price. Will it continue? Well, how deep are the Lakers going to go? Because they've looked pretty good in this first round. And now it's time for today's number one card. But before I give it to you, let me remind you that all of the charts and graphs in today's episode are from Market Movers, and you can try Market Movers free for 7 days. By the way, Market Movers now tracks more than 1.6 million cards. Our database is so much bigger than it used to be. Go check it out now. Go to Sports Card Investor and click Market Movers in the main menu bar, or download the Market Movers app on your phone from the App Store. All right, guys, you ready for number one? This week, it is De'Aaron Fox of the Sacramento Kings. The star point guard has been absolutely dominant this postseason. Of course, this year, he got his first All-Star game appearance, and he has been fantastic in the playoffs as well. He was the inaugural winner of the NBA's Clutch Player of the Year award this season, and he has been averaging 32 points per game in the playoffs as he has the Kings tied with the Warriors 2-2 in that series. Now, there could be a little bit of trouble on the horizon with his card prices. He fractured his finger. He is doubtful for Game 5. Of course, if he can't play, if the Kings end up losing the series to the Warriors, these cards are likely to start falling in a few weeks. But right now, they are hot as can possibly be on the secondary market. Let's take a look at Market Movers. I brought up 5 of his popular rookie cards on the screen from 2017. Prism Base PSA 10, Prism Silver PSA 10, Optic Base PSA 10, Optic Hollow PSA 10, and Select Concourse PSA 10. You can see all of these shooting up on the graph up there. Really, really nice to see. These are all up anywhere between, well, only about 7% for the Optic Hollow, but most of these are up serious amounts, including that Prism Silver that is up 81.3%. And there's a ton of sales of these cards. So while Rui Hachimura, some of his cards have gone up more from a percentage standpoint, De'Aaron Fox's cards have been selling like crazy. 114 sales of his Prism Base PSA 10 card in the last 30 days. And that card's gone up 67% while all of those sales were taking place. 37 sales of his Prism Silver, 66 sales of his Optic Base. So you can see how these cards have been going crazy. That Prism Silver went from $193 30 days ago to $349 with the most recent sales. That is a $157 profit in 30 days for whomever bought and sold that card at the right time. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's top 5. If you did, please give us a like, please give us a subscribe, and check out Market Movers. Go to sportscardinvestor.com, click on Market Movers in the main menu bar. Appreciate you. See you next time. Take care.